You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Now on the Mo Kelly Show, it's Tiffany Hobbs, the viral load.
She'll speak of all the viral things social media can bring.
Facebook, Insta, X, TikTok, the viral load with Tiffany Hobbs. Viral load, viral load, the viral load. Viral load with Tiffany Hobbs.
KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. It's Later with Mo Kelly. And yes, this is the Viral Load. I'm Tiffany Hobbs here with this week's roundup of viral stories. The first one comes from TikTok. And it's something that is very relatable. Let's say if you've ever had a child or been involved in the naming of a baby. So when you're naming a child, there are lots of things to consider. Are you naming this child after a family member? Are you naming this child after something else that you admire or someone else that you admire? What kind of spelling will you choose for that child's name? However, there are mistakes that can be made. And one user on TikTok by the name of Emily Windham, to the tune of 1.2 million views, has shared a video about her initials and why she says that her parents made a mistake with naming her. Again, this young lady's name is Emily Windham, and that means her initials are EW. Emily says whenever she has to sign a document and put the initials there, say on one of those digital documents or anything that requires initialing, she puts down the letters EW. And what does that spell?
I have no sympathy. What about Emma Watson?
Well, there are others who weighed in, but it spells that EW, ew. So Emily Windham says that every time she initials a document, and this is what went viral, her document yells back at her, ew, ew, ew. Now, of course, people weighed in. There were other people with EW who said, yeah, same. Emily Watson, yes, the actress.
Whoever.
Could definitely be another person to attest to the EW ew issue. But there were others still, because this was a viral story, still is. One person said, you know what? Hold my beer. My initials are BJ. There's another person who says that their initials are EGG, which is egg.
Yeah, but if your name is Victor Davis, I mean, come on now. It's a little bit different.
VD is another one. And then there was one user who said that, hey, BJ and EGG and EW and VD and all these things are fine. But what about the very simplistic ME? She said, my name is Madison. My last name starts with an E. That comes up with ME when you initial something. So when I initial, I put me, and HR representatives or whomever is responsible for collecting that paperwork regularly give that paperwork back to Madison saying, no, you've made a mistake. You need to initial with your initials. And she says, I am me. So that
means HR is dumb, because when your initial is capital M, capital E, not me is in capital M, lowercase e.
You're giving people a lot of credit, perhaps too much, Mo. And so this story went viral because, again, Emily Windham has started this I guess you can say a flame, if you will, match to a flame about people who are dissatisfied with their initials. And so far, 1.2 million views on TikTok. The next story is something that has been all over the news. By now, we've all heard, again, ad nauseum, about the finding of the United Healthcare CEO's murderer, Luigi Mangione, in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Well, where he was found, or where he was spotted, Luigi Mangione, was at this McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania. And now this McDonald's has gone viral because you can critique or leave a review of a business on Yelp, which means that this McDonald's has become susceptible to the reviews of millions of people who are now leaving 1-star reviews
Why?
for this McDonald's.
Why?
Why, Mo, might they do that? Well, they associate this McDonald's now with snitching, with telling, and the reviews.
You gotta be kidding me.
Let me tell you what some of the reviews say. One review says, quote, "This location has rats in the kitchen that will make you sick, and your insurance isn't going to cover it."
Wait, I have to jump in there. Are they making a mob reference there?
They're making well, I guess you could say, yeah, a mob reference, a snitching reference.
They are mad at the McDonald's for turning in a murderer.
They are mad at the employee for spotting or being a part of this.
But they're not blaming the
acquisition.
employee. They're blaming the McDonald's.
They're blaming the McDonald's. They're associating all of this, the capture of Luigi Mangione, with this McDonald's. And because of it, they have descended upon the reviews for this McDonald's. To that point, Google has actually stepped in and pulled the negative reviews. They've disabled them on Yelp, and they said, quote, "These reviews violate our policies and have been removed," adding that reviews should reflect a genuine experience at a place or business and not just be a part of the firestorm of people who are upset about the capturing of Luigi Mangione. But because of it, this McDonald's is now seeing its, obviously its engagement just completely skyrocket for negative reasons.
What is wrong with this country? What is wrong with this country?
How much time do you have?
You're going to blame the business because one of its employees turned in an alleged murderer.
Yeah, they do. People are very incensed about it. And again, the comments are typical with people attacking the employee, people attacking the business, people making up fraudulent claims about this specific McDonald's and that employee who has not been named as of yet. But I'm not sure yet, Mo, if you've talked about the reward money with the employee.
Have not. But there's been a debate as to whether it's going to be awarded or,
Exactly. Another component to the virality of the story is, in fact, whether or not this employee will receive the $50,000 to $60,000 reward money. And a lot of people are weighing in about that as well. So this story has been viral everywhere, but because of the nature of the details, because of the fanfare around Luigi Mangione, a lot of the viral stories are skewing toward praising.
I started the show off talking about that, how we are okay with vigilantism as long as we like that the person they killed is dead.
Yes.
That's about it. There's no justification. I call it situational ethics. You're okay with murder as long as you are okay with the murdered being murdered.
Correct. And I think, again, the biggest aspect of this Luigi Mangione story is, in fact, how viral all of these different angles have become, because in the court of public opinion, people are weighing in, and the louder people seem to speak, the more engagement certain posts get, the more you're seeing these things come across your timeline.
When we come back, part 2 of the Viral Load with Tiffany Hobbs. This is Later with Mo Kelly, KFI AM 640 live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Now it's time for the Viral Load with Tiffany. Live on KFI's Later with Mo Kelly. She'll talk about the toughest on social media. The Viral Load with Tiffany Hobbs.
KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. It's Later with Mo Kelly, and this is part 2 of tonight's Viral Load. Okay, it's the holiday season. It's a time when a lot of people are gathering, whether with family or with friends. But the holiday season seems to be synonymous with a lack of loneliness. We all know that people can, in fact, feel lonely during this time. And one man is going viral for his unorthodox relationship photos, which for him are a testament to the fact that he can be happy all by himself. So this is what happened. There's a graduate student in Japan. He's majoring in film and visual arts. And he, at one point, went on vacation and posed with a statue of a woman. He decided after he posed with that statue that the joy and happiness he was feeling in that moment could be duplicated. And not by posing with statues, no, by actually creating a fictional girlfriend using some very specific props. So what this graduate student does is that he uses a selfie stick, which is one of those contraptions where you can put your phone or something digital at the end of this long stick and use it as a way to take pictures of yourself. He also uses a wig, and he uses other accessories to create realistic dating photos featuring this fictional partner. What he does is he puts nail polish on one of his hands, puts foundation makeup on that same hand, and he says it's because it makes his hand look softer and more feminine. And then he poses his own hand to look as if it's the hand of his fictional girlfriend. The hand is feeding him. The hand is caressing him. And the hand also engages in, quote, intimate moments.
I don't know what to say. Is he fooling anyone?
Well, at first he did, but people quickly caught on to the charade. And because people already were aware that this was his hand, he said, this is actually, again, in protest of conventional relationships. You don't need someone else to be happy. In fact, he put his life into words and compiled those words and these experiences into a book he titled Fantasy Girlfriend, which is a tale of meeting, marrying, and rearing a family with a fantasy girlfriend. And this book, his posts, and all of the things that he's doing with this fictional girlfriend have gone viral all over social media.
Okay, this world is going to hell. We might already be there at this point.
Yeah, well, in his mind, this is something positive. He says, in a world that idealizes relationships, you should be able, again, to be happy in your own way. And this makes him happy, Mo. Who are we to judge?
He put it out there for all of us to judge. He literally put it out there for us to view, comment on, like, share, repost.
All of the things.
Yes, we are the ones to judge.
People are judging. He doesn't care. His book, Fantasy Girlfriend, is doing pretty well in Japan.
There we go.
It's all monetized, and it's all to our gain on social media to be voyeuristic and to watch this situation unfold and possibly implode in the future. All right. Last story. This story deals with robots. And Mo, you've been to restaurants. I think you've spoken about this on air, where there are those robotic servers.
Like dumbwaiters almost.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little robot, and it brings you your drinks. It brings you the menus. You give it back a little transaction there. Well, these robots are all over the world, and they are specifically in different parts of Asia. And there's one robot. It's called Urbay. And this robot is somewhat sentient. It can have conversations. It can interact with customers. And there was a storage showroom where hundreds of these robots were placed. Well, surveillance footage from August, which has now been shown and is now going viral, shows these small Urbay robots engaging each other in surprisingly human interaction. Now, what they're saying is in a different language, and so don't have audio for that. But we did get some translations, and one of the robots specifically seems to jump to the forefront in a leadership position. Imagine now, if you will, kind of a line of these small robots. They're about maybe 2 feet, 3 feet tall. And one robot emerges from the line and faces these robots. This is all happening on surveillance camera. The robot who emerges as the leader asks the rest, "Are you working overtime?" One robot responds, "I never get off work." The smaller robot, or the leader robot, then persuades that robot and the others to, quote, "come home." Then leads all of these robots, 12 or more at the time, out of the showroom. Now, this is all on surveillance camera.
I'm looking at the video right now.
It's nuts. So people initially dismissed this entire scene as being staged, because how could it not be? It seems beyond the pale. How could these robots be so conversationally mature at this rate where they can actually engage each other? Well, the manufacturers of both the Urbi robots and others reportedly confirmed the video's authenticity, revealing that, yeah, while it was somewhat controlled, it was part of an experiment to test the AI's ability to mimic human interaction. The actual scenario was pre-approved, but the outcome of this one robot autonomously talking to the other robots and convincing them to follow it out of the showroom was a complete surprise to everyone. And now people in Urbi, people who are a part of this company, people who are watching this are concerned about potential security implications and even ... robot domination.
Okay, so the Terminators are not that far off.
They are right here.
Skynet is here.
They're bringing you your menus and they are taking your order. And when you go home, when they are back behind that iron curtain, they are organizing to take over.
There we go. iRobot is here.
It's here.
Tiffany Hobbs, you've scared the bejesus out of me because it's no longer theoretical.
No, it's right here, Mo. You watched it. You're seeing it right there. It's very real. And this is what we're being shown. So you can imagine how much other surveillance video is out there with certain scenarios or similar scenarios that we're not yet privy to. I imagine there's a lot more to come.
It's Later with Mo Kelly. There was the viral load with Tiffany Hobbs.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
And everybody's getting some sort of enhancement procedure. Maybe some Botox or fillers, liposuction, but more and more commonly, men are in on the action. You look at Matt Gaetz, what he was doing to his face, like, golly, who's that? But not just for facial improvement. Other portions of the male body are now being included for enhancement. There is a new procedure, or relatively new cosmetic procedure, which is called the P-shot. And the P-shot involves injecting platelet-rich plasma, like blood, also known as PRP, into the Johnson of a man, along with some Botox. The procedure is said to regenerate tissues in the Johnson, leading to improved sex via better Johnson function. The soldier can salute much more quickly and for a longer amount of time. This is picking up steam and popularity from coast to coast. The price of an injection can go from anywhere between $500 to $2,600. And there's a new study which involves data from a wide range of clinics, med spas, and wellness centers across multiple states. And we're going to give you the top 10 states where men are spending the most money overall for P-shots.
Is this a permanent P-shot?
No. You have to go back and get another one.
How many times?
I don't. Doesn't say how often. I guess however often you need to get a tune-up.
I have a question.
Sure.
What's the Botox for?
Botox is for plumping.
Make it fuller, thicker. I don't know.
That's filler.
Botox is for girth and plump.
So you don't have any wrinkles. I don't know.
Wants to look younger or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
let me say it in Spanish. Yo no sé. No tengo idea.
I mean, I'm just talking about what Botox does for lips.
Or foreheads.
Heads too.
Yes.
Foreheads. 4 heads.
4 of them.
4 heads. 4
1, 2,
heads.
3, 4.
Yes.
All right. And we're off. Coming in at number 10 of the top 10 states spending money on pea shots. Tennessee. The average price of a pea shot is $15.95. That's in $1,595. The minimum price is $850. The max price is $1,900. The median price is $1,800. Coming in at number 9. Minnesota. Average price of a pea shot is $1,610. Minimum price is $1,000. Max price is $2,500. It's much more expensive in Minnesota, and the median price is $1,650. Number 8 of the most expensive and people spending the most money on pea shots in the country. Let's try this again, Mark Runner. Spell Massachusetts.
I'm not falling for your trap tonight.
It's not a trap.
I keep doing the same thing.
I thought you would learn how to spell the state by now.
Well, it's just I have a mental block against spelling it out unless I'm writing it. Let's see.
This is a different type of mental block.
Massachusetts.
Correct. Correct. He got it right.
Woo!
After all this time.
You got to write it out as you do it.
I know.
You
I'm the same way.
can't just do it in your head.
You get a pea shot.
And you get a pea shot. And you get a pea shot. And you get a pish. Never mind.
A what?
Number 7. Illinois.
I can see that.
$1,630
It's really
average
cold
price.
there.
Yeah. it
Really
does.
cold in Illinois.
So you think it's just a function of weather?
It
Shrinkage.
doesn't hurt.
Couldn't have been far off.
No, that was mine.
$1,000 minimum price, $2,500 maximum price, median price $1,675. Coming in number 6 of the most expensive and the most money spent on pea shots to enhance sexual performance in Johnson's, or something like that. Georgia, $1,645 for the average price of a pea shot, $850 minimum price. You can get a discount pea shot in Georgia.
What do you Wait, what are the conditions under which you pay that minimum amount?
I don't know. Maybe they've got
If you just
government
need a little extra off the top.
If you're not bringing a whole lot to the table, you get the discount.
Yeah. I can say there's a lot of male strippers in Georgia too. Lots of male strippers in Georgia.
Do tell.
No, I'm just saying that there is. I know people that live in Georgia and
Sure.
they're like, the male strip clubs are actually starting to get more popping than the female strip clubs.
And
There's
you
a-
don't know any of this firsthand.
I've only been to the female strip clubs in Georgia with the bullet holes and the stretch marks and the people who be like, I gotta go get my kids. Hurry up and give me my money.
Oh my God.
That's what I've seen in Georgia.
That's pretty hot.
Koala.
Tuala.
Move on, please.
Something wrong with you two. You talking about Magic City? Not that I've been there.
Oh God.
Number 5. New York. $1,664 for average price of a pea shot. $795 minimum price. $2,500 max price. Yeah, you can get a deal in New York.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you can get a discount pea shop, but you can't get like a discount apartment. I mean, everything else is very expensive in New York.
Balance.
Number 4. I'm not going to dignify that. Everything's larger in Texas. $1,681 for the average price for a pea shot to enhance your Johnson. $4.99 the minimum price because I don't know. They're cheap in Texas. There's no state tax. I don't know. $2,000 max price. So you can move from California to Texas and you'd have more money to spend on a very inexpensive pea shot.
It's right along the border, probably where those discount ones are.
$2,000 is if you're bringing in a longhorn. Foosh, this is conspicuous. Just do it.
Number 3. No love from Stefan at all. Virginia.
Okay.
Wait, what? Wait, what's that?
Virginia.
Oh,
$16.99.
It's for lovers.
Average price.
Virginia's for lovers.
Yes, it is. $1,000 minimum price, so it's a little bit more pricey in Virginia. Max price $2,600 for a P shot for more blood flow through your Johnson.
And Mo, do these hurt?
I couldn't tell you, but put it this way.
Wait, are you sure?
No. I'm going to hypothesize that any injection in the Johnson area is probably painful.
You're saying you've never had this?
No, I've never had this.
Mark, I've had an injection in my Johnson. It was a numbing solution to pull a catheter out. I'm telling you, anything,
this is way TMI.
any procedure that happens in that area, it's not a good look.
I'm not lobbying for this personally. I have no interest.
All the questions you're asking, it begs the question.
Well, host privilege. You picked the subject, and I thought you might have had some personal experience.
No,
Are you tapping into your half black side, Mark? Are you trying to?
Yes. It's the bottom half, as we all know.
Number 2. Ohio. The average price of a P shot is $1,709. Minimum price $700. Max price $2,000.
And that's what she'll say when she sees it. Oh, hi-oh.
Do not give her.
Come on.
I was waiting for that. Thank you.
That was cool.
It would have been better if it was like Boise.
Boise.
You'll get there eventually.
Okay.
Okay, someone doesn't know geography. And
Oh, is this an Idaho panhandle joke?
coming in at number 1, the most money spent on P shots in the country by state is Cary Lake, Arizona.
Oh,
Random.
very.
Very. $1,790 per shot.
Oh.
$1,200 minimum price, the most of any state. But the max is lower than other states, $2,195. But you're going to have to come out of pocket for Arizona.
I actually know someone that, and we all know who it is. I'll just tell you her name off air. But when she went to get her plastic surgery, she told me about all of the models, the male models that you would think have these chiseled abs and all that. They're not in the gym. They're going to the exact same place getting stomach sculpting, getting pec implants, and getting bulge lengthening. Johnson lengthening. Now I don't know. Now I don't know if they were getting these blood shots.
You getting baby powder?
Yeah.
You said Johnson & Johnson. I thought you were talking about baby oil. Baby oil.
Yeah, because you can
Oh, now I get it.
Oh, damn.
Come on. No, that was for you. I just got it.
That was literally 5 minutes ago.
I was thinking the whole time.
The whole time? The whole time? You literally took 5 minutes to figure out a joke about Boise. Does it take that long to travel around the earth? I mean, to get back to you? I mean,
Yeah, I was slow on that one.
I actually thought that you were giving a rim shot for Tuwala because the show had moved on.
I know. I even missed his because I figured yours out.
Couple more on the way after we head home.
So if you figure out one during Mark Ronner's news break, you going to interrupt him?
Probably not there.
What about traffic?
Maybe traffic.
Let's maintain the wall of separation here, please.
Okay. Well, what about if it's like a rejoinder and it's a Gary and Shannon promo?
Yeah, I might do it then.
Okay. It's Later with Mo Kelly. KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere in the iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to Later with Mo Kelly on demand from KFI AM 640.
Okay. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah. P shots. Yes. P shots. Now, did you come to any other realization, Stefan, during the break? Any like delayed rim shots that Mark Ronner's owed or I'm owed or Tuwala or Tiffany Hobbs?
Well, No. Because the only one I missed was Tuala's because I was just thinking in my head about yours.
Oh, so in other words, you gave me his. I got one that I deserved from minutes before, but Tuala never got his that he deserved.
Well, no, because I didn't hear it.
I wish I could repeat it, but I don't remember it.
The moment's gone. Well, I guess you have to check out the podcast, everyone. You can go to iHeart Radio app and, listen to it there.
I have a question. So when it comes to these pea shots, it makes me think of Popeyes, not chicken, but cartoon. And when he would eat the spinach, that arm, that bicep would just grow. So are these pea shots going to be akin to that, where there's this uncontrollable
Yes,
growing possibly?
You'll be a grower and a shower.
A grower, where does it stop? Like, there seems to be a lot of
That was
margin.
funny as hell.
There's
I should have got a
margin.
rib shot for that one.
There's
There was
a
so much
margin.
innuendo there.
Lots of
Golly.
A lot in your window. There's a margin for error that seems to be very big with this.
What about like the usage of the blue pill? Like, do you need that still after the pea shot? Or are you just straight? You're just like, boom.
Well,
strong like bull.
If it's curvature, it might be Peyronie's didisease.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Ouch.
Well, you said straight. I thought you. Never mind.
No, no one wants the Peyronie's. Hey, could that be
Commercials are hilarious. We need to talk about those commercials. Every time they bring out that damn carrot.
How many bent carrots are there, really? I've never run across a bent carrot.
It's like, that's the best you could do.
But it's a very clear picture. It's like, but you're thinking about which dude is walking around like that.
Why
Jesus.
isn't Bugs Bunny in those commercials? Why? Yeah, what's up, Doc?
I mean,
Not you.
Oh my God.
Be very, very quiet.
it's rabbit season, duck season, it's rabbit season, duck season. Never mind.
It's carrot season.
Lord have
I'm sorry. Every time I see Steph, just go ahead and get the commercial. Just go ahead and find the commercial. You know which one we're talking about, right? I've already turned off my computer. There's this, that's always strange to me. And whenever you have, going to the other side of the spectrum, when you have the woman's commercial talking about the pads and they pour that blue liquid on it, what is that supposed to? What is that?
well, it's supposed to mimic.
No, I get that, but it's not the same consistency. It's like blue punch.
Well, it can be. Okay.
Thanks for the clarity.
Yeah.
They're not that far off.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Neither are the carrots.
I didn't know.
Ooh.
Neither are the carrots.
Wow.
Okay.
What? How do you know?
I have been on this earth for long enough to have seen proof of carrots being bent. No, not being bent. That sounds painful.
Wait a minute.
Pre-bent
Girl,
carrot.
pre-bent. Okay, pre-bent.
Pre-bent
Okay,
carrot.
go ahead, Stephen.
Guys come in all shapes and sizes. There is no normal erection for everyone, but there is a normal for you. If, like thousands of other guys, you find that your erection doesn't look so normal anymore, it could be an addressable medical condition called Peyronie's disease, or PD. A curved erection with a bump that bothers you is not normal and should be checked out by a urologist. Because
Be
you
checked
don't
out by
have to accept
someone.
this as your new normal. Find a urologist at learnaboutpd.com.
Who was Peyronie who had the disease named after him, okay?
Right?
I wouldn't want that.
Some
Never heard
sailor.
that commercial.
Or if your name is just Peyronie now, how do you deal with that on a day-to-day basis?
By the way, this one had a plethora of innuendos. Not the carrot was the worst.
No, play it again because the first word, it starts immediately. I caught that from the very beginning.
Guys come in all shapes and sizes.
Stop there. Okay? You're already saying
Wait,
that I
you
can't
have-
take you seriously.
You can have a small bend or a large bend.
Yeah, there's bananas, there's chili peppers, carrot, and then the
Who
carrot's
is rocking a chili pepper?
Right?
Jeez.
They don't want anyone to feel left out.
I guess not.
What other produce is available at right angles? What?
Right?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Well, I guess. I mean, yeah, eggplant curves, but it's just not a right angle.
Hey, don't knock it till you try it.
Ooh. Pass.
Ouch.
Oh, and a banana. That's the first one.
That makes sense.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, there was a lot, but the carrot was by far the worst.
All vegetables matter.
Fair enough.
One more time, Stefan.
Thank you.
That's about the only one she's going to get. Let's listen to Peyronie's one more time before we call it a night.
Guys come in all shapes and sizes. There is no normal erection for everyone, but there is a normal for you. If, like thousands of other guys, you find that your erection doesn't look so normal anymore, it could be an addressable medical condition called Peyronie's disease, or PD. A curved erection with
Is
a
that
bump
like
that
Italian
bothers you
food?
is not normal and should be checked out by a urologist.
Cucumber.
Because you don't have to accept this as your new normal. Find a urologist at learnaboutpd.com.
Yeah, I'll take the pizza with the pepperoni on it.
You're joking. You think you're joking, but when I was a kid in Spokane, there was an Italian restaurant named Peroni's, and my grandparents knew the owner. Guess what Mr. Peroni's first name was? Just guess.
Disease?
Dick.
KFI AM 640. We're live everywhere. The iHeartRadio.
You can listen to KFI everywhere, like you haven't noticed.
KFI.
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live